obviously you went to say about Rashid, and saying obviously you didn't say he was a narcissist. You didn't actually say he's an actual narcissist, but you said about narcissistic traits, right? Then obviously then we got given the part where you're saying obviously that it comes with the light skin, it comes with the tall, it comes with you being in a frat.
That's not what I said, but go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay, cool.
Let you finish.
Let me land. Let me land. And so obviously we are hearing obviously that you were describing Rashid as having narcissistic traits based upon physical attributes. Is that what happened?
No.
Okay.
So where would you like me to start first?
You can start at the beginning, sis. Take the mic. This floor is yours. Do what you got to do.
Okay. So the situation with Adriana and Rashid, again, people out there in the back, I never called Rashid a narcissist. I said he gave me a narcissistic vibe and narcissistic traits. Listen, sometimes when men, in my experience, when men do too much or they go in there with their head and be like, because you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, I can take that. They go in, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. They in their head, right? So they may come off kind of crazy. You're not going to say the right thing all at once. You come in here with 10 beautiful women. You're not going to have the right thing to say. You're not going to have the perfect thing to say. You're not. So I just think that he got a little in over his head. He started becoming too much. You know how you just do too much and then you start saying like, damn, why did I say that? Just like the pajama part. Just like certain things, it's just certain things within their character that gave me a narcissistic trait, which leads up to it, to being a narcissist. Those are different signs. But what you guys didn't hear me say was, you know what? Let me go out on a date with Rashid and let's see what's that. I like to give the benefit of the doubt. Why? Because I know I'm not perfect. I know I don't want to never assume anything. That was my own vibe. Little jokes he said you guys didn't get to see, little comments and stuff. And I guess what made him feel away was my responses. Why? Because I see through the bullshit. That's just it. Like I ain't got to So that's just pretty much what it was. I never said that he was a narcissist. I said he gave me narcissistic traits. And I know some men do too much that might give off narcissistic energy. And it may not even be them. It's just you doing too much. You don't have to do too much. Just be yourself. Just be yourself.
Would you, so, because obviously, again, talking from a psychological background, when we use the word narcissistic, we can diagnose it as something that's mental, but also there's varying degrees of narcissism, for instance.
Absolutely, there is.
There's a scale, right? And there's nobody on the earth that hasn't got a part of the scale, because we've all got some superficial vibe to us in some
way.
So when obviously narcissistic traits is used or labeled as someone, because obviously I'm trying to home it now, what traits were you seeing that you were considering to be narcissistic? Because it's quite, even if you say someone's got narcissistic traits, it's quite heavy, because you know what I'm saying? Like if I say you're materialistic,
I said a vibe. Yeah, I get it. Well, so I know we're just gonna jump right into it.
Please,
I was in a domestic violence situation, so I kind of know all the signs. It may not be relevant to other people, or they're gonna automatically disagree with me anyway because they hate me anyway. But I know some of the signs. I know it starts with cocky ass jokes. It starts with sarcasm, being condescending, always, making someone feel less than. It's various of things, see, baby, see what I do for you? That means you owe me now. And so now you owe me. I get to have you the way I want you to. You want to have a voice without me. Like stuff like that. Controlling, being those things. Those are signs of it. Rashid just started with cocky jokes and just certain things he would say. And I'm like, that's a startup for a narcissist. Like, how deep is this? That's why I said letting you guys didn't see it. That's why I said, let me go out with Rashid, because maybe I'm misconstrued. Maybe I'm doing too much. You know, you guys didn't see that part. I'm humble enough to own up when I'm wrong, but I wasn't wrong in that situation. So I can't give people an apology for something that I wasn't wrong about.
Can I press a little bit deeper? So I just asked about the traits in it, and I appreciate, obviously, he gave the backstory, but we still didn't get the traits from what he actually did. Now we got that he said some
cocky jokes. I can't remember. Like, that was
cocky jokes, because obviously,
you know,
because cocky jokes can be taken either side. For instance, I can be like, listen, I'm the finest guy in the world, and I might say that on my YouTube, but it shouldn't be taken as a narcissistic, I guess, traits.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
People
So
know
was
who
there
you
accompanying?
People
Was there
know your
accompanying?
personality.
Yeah.
People know who you are. People know your personality. So you coming out there saying, shoot, I'm the finest. You know, we'll be like, no, you're right. You holding. We don't know him. These people we've never met before. So you want to put your best foot forward. You don't want to come off like you're cocky. You don't want to come off, on the wrong foot. So I think the lesson in that is just relax. Just relax and be yourself. Don't have to overdo it. You ain't got to tell everybody you buy pajamas at Nordstrom's and you got a pool table and you don't use it. What was the reason? You see what I'm saying? So I guess.
So would it have been okay? So would it have been maybe better to have said he's just cocky? Because I think cocky and narcissist are two different things. So cocky is someone who's trailing over the line of confidence and is, like you were saying, doing too much.
Right. That was just one example, babe. That was just one. You guys didn't see. Remember, I said there's a lot of scenes that you guys didn't see, and there's different things that he's done that you guys haven't seen. So I wouldn't say it for nothing. And again, I never called him a narcissist.
I agree.
I said I had a narcissistic vibe. So that's where people comprehend to their own understanding and not really listening to what I said. I said he got a trait, he got a vibe. That's what that means. I never said he was. I'm not a psychologist to label him and say this, this, and this, and that. Y'all didn't see the conversation that Rashid and I had when, I said, I'm apologize for her. When I said I'm apologize for her, I apologize because she knows not what she does. You see what I'm saying? When people are going in trying to win, they'll just do anything. They'll say anything. That wasn't her place, and I don't think she was mature enough to understand. You don't go running your mouth from Tommy Tavern, what we talk about with Tommy, to go run back and tell the dude. To me, that's messy. So she may not have. She might not be as mature as I want to know to, you know what, not worry about what somebody else say. Let me make sure I find my own connection and don't worry about what I say about somebody else. You see, that's where I came from when she was trying to check me. I'm not obligated to answer anything to you.
No, I agree with that. So I think I absolutely hear that. So for instance, I can understand Adriana being messy when she took the information from the tavern to the guys, right?
The tavern is for us to talk to Tommy. Yes.
And I agree with that. I agree with that. So I guess obviously the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is because the narcissism conversation is what obviously took a lot of hold of a lot of people's imagination. I mean, even mine. I mean, I'll be honest. So if we're talking about traits of narcissism, because I've studied a lot of this and stuff, if I'm watching the show and I see that you come to apologize on behalf of Adriana, I could say that's narcissistic.
I understand.
I'm not saying that you are, but then I could say, you're carrying narcissistic traits, because the narcissism label is so heavy. I think that's why a lot of us were feeling the way we did. If you said he was doing too much, he's cocky, he's arrogant, we'd have all gone with you, because we'd have said, yeah, he probably is, because it doesn't carry as much weight. But when we say someone is a narcissist, it carries so much weight. You know what I mean?
I didn't say it. Stop saying I said it. I said okay.
Once you say traits, people are going to take that word, because even if you say traits,
and people have opposition defiance. People have, even in adults, people have opposition defiance. So they're going to automatically go against. Well, that's not what he said. No, but you have to understand. This is, like I said, a 26-second, a 30-second clip. So they're not gonna put the whole conversation in there. They're gonna put bits and pieces. They're gonna make it make sense to what they want.
I understand.
But if people would really sit inside of it and analyze and be like, well, why would she even say that? Well, we didn't see that. Well, what's the backstory to that? Well, did he do something? She wouldn't be. I know she's not gonna say something just without not knowing. I'm not that type of person. And you know me, my skin is strong. I don't care what nobody has to say about me. And I don't care if people feel like what I said was wrong and I'm this arrogant and I'm this aggressiveness. Nobody walked in my shoes and seen what I seen.